into the REKAP Rush Hour for Tuesday. It's January 27th. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partners of the Chicago Bears. Chevy drives Chicago, and our great partners at Tasty Trade. Get your account at tastytrade.com. Well, we had quite a day here in the REKAP studios in suburban Chicago. Both Cubs president of baseball operations Jed Hoyer and White Sox general manager Chris Gats made appearances here in the studio. It was Gats on the White Sox REKAP podcast with Ryan McGuffey and me, and Jed joined me and Gordon Whitmire on the Cubs REKAP podcast. Hoyer left no doubt that star second baseman Nico Hoerner is going nowhere this offseason. We've put a lot of time and effort into him, and he's put a lot of time and effort into us, and we have an incredibly good relationship. Here's more from Jed on Nico and his future.
I'm excited about Nico in 2026. And I mean, I think our infield is really good. And I think that, Matt Shaw, he has every ability to move around. And like I said, seasons get messy. Who knows where Matt Shaw can end up playing a lot. We didn't have Chris Bryant playing left field in 2016.
Right.
So, depth is really important.
So Nico will be on this team. Obviously, Wayne Gretzky got traded. Anybody can.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm never going to make declarative statements because I just think that, people call on all of our guys. And so I never make declarative statements, but, listen, he's a guy that we've thought incredibly highly of for a long time. And that we've put a lot of time and effort in, and he's put the time and effort in, and it's a really good relationship.
Chris Gats talked about the future of the White Sox and said, quote, "We are farther along than I probably thought we would be at this point, and I don't feel like we're in the rebuilding phase anymore." Here's more from the White Sox baseball boss.
There is momentum here. There is. I mean, you look at the second half, you look at the production of these younger players. We understand ourselves more. These guys are really starting to believe. And then I look at, what Will provides. And this is and I've talked about it a lot, and quite honestly, fairly unique from at least what I had been exposed to from a manager standpoint every day. How do we solve today, right? What is the pathway to victory?
Check out both of the new episodes of the Cubs REKAP podcast and the White Sox REKAP podcast. They will drop later today here on our REKAP channel. Buffalo Bills get a new head coach. They have hired offensive coordinator Joe Brady. He replaces the fired Sean McDermott, who reportedly wants to take a year off from coaching. Former Giants head coach Brian Daboll interviewing with the Raiders today for their head coaching vacancy. He's also the leading candidate, and if he doesn't get a head coaching job, expected to become the O coordinator with the Tennessee Titans. Steelers coach Mike McCarthy on if he'd like Aaron Rodgers to be his quarterback. McCarthy adds it's important for players to step back and consider everything before making a decision. But as for Aaron, definitely, I don't see why you wouldn't. Four Seasons, heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric. Stat of the day. Luka Doncic was ridiculous last night in the Lakers' easy victory over the Bulls. But over the last 4 games, Luka, 149 points, 39 rebounds, 40 assists, 17 threes, 43 free throws made, and 6 steals. No other player in NBA history has reached all of those marks over a 4-game span. And finally, you want to win pizza to Lou Malnati's? Well, here's the Ankin Law question of the day. 312-6-million for the best personal injury attorney in Illinois, the award-winning Howard Ankin, AnkinLaw.com. You give me the best response to this question, and if we choose you, you will win a gift card to Lou Malnati's, LouMalnati's.com, for a location near you. Bleacher Report says that clearly the Dodgers are the number 1 team in baseball. The number 2 team of all 30, the Chicago Cubs, with a ceiling, according to many experts, of 99 wins. Their over-under in Vegas is 88.5. I ask you this. Are the Cubs good enough to win the World Series as currently constructed? Give me your thoughts. Post it right here. That's our Ankin Law question of the day. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Stay warm out there, everybody. Take that.